Stephanie White made some comments in the pregame press conference on Thursday prior to the Indiana Fever 81-54 demolition of the Las Vegas Aces. And from what I see, these comments kind of flew over people's heads. I don't think people noticed what was said. But last night, when I was live in the post game commentary, a viewer actually brought this to my attention, and I had not heard about it. And I don't really think anybody had truly heard about it because you didn't see any individual videos dropped about this. But I think you need to take a look at something because what I saw and what this viewer saw appeared, and let's say it's maybe unintentional. I'm going to say that ahead of time. But it almost felt like Stephanie White threw shade at Caitlin Clark. And I'm going to let y'all hear it if you haven't heard it yet, but you be the judge and you let us know your thoughts in the comments on if you think that comment is throwing shade at Caitlin Clark. Because from where I'm from, what she said threw shade. You can disagree, but you can have your opinion. But where I'm from, that's shade. And I'm going to let you hear it. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way, Women's Basketball. We talk facts for feelings. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Shomont. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts of the content. Appreciate y'all continued support. It's been a slow trudge the last couple of weeks. I've had things going on and trying to get to 11,000 subscribers, people. Let's get there, man. I appreciate y'all continue to support the channel. Push the video, man. Comment on the video, like the video. That's what helps the videos and the algorithms so much. Whether you're on television watching it, on your phone, on your iPad, computer, wherever, please be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment. That's so very important. And of course, if you want to, share it on your social media. Let the world know. I'm going to play this video for you, and I want you to give your opinion on this video because I know what I heard and I know what I think, and I want to see if y'all agree. And if you do, great. If you don't, okay. But either way, I want you to hear it because I thought this was a bit much. So this is pregame, yes, pregame before the Vegas game, and reporter asks Stephanie White about Kelsey Mitchell, and then she brings up Ari McDonald as well. And it's not what she said about. She didn't say anything about Caitlin Clark specifically. It's what she said about Kelsey Mitchell, and then Ari McDonald, which was what I consider a little bit shady. But y'all take a listen.
The Commissioner's Cup final, the previous 4 games, I want to say Kelsey Mitchell averaging like 25 points per game. How important is her consistency and leadership and ability to just be hot in a vacuum kind of on offense? And then in a similar vein, Erin McDonald and her spark she's brought to this offense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's important for us with Kelsey because she's a scorer. That's what she does. And she can score in a lot of different ways. Prior to getting Ari, she really was the only player for us that got downhill. And her shot wasn't there against Minnesota, but I thought her decision making was really good. There were a few times she wanted them back, but she's been on balance. She's been making the right reads. I think the Dallas game.
Let's go back now. Did you hear it? I'm gonna play it for you again.
Then in a similar vein, Erin McDonald and her spark she's brought to this offense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's important for us with Kelsey because she's a scorer. That's what she does. And she can score in a lot of different ways. Prior to getting Ari, she really was the only player for us that got downhill. And
All right, let's stop it right there. You heard it. Okay. She's talking about Kelsey Mitchell, and Kelsey Mitchell is a scorer, and she gets downhill. And in that same breath, Stephanie White says that she was the only player that can get downhill prior to them adding Ari McDonald. Now, I don't know who she thinks she has playing point guard. I don't know if she hasn't watched Caitlin Clark play basketball. But does she really believe that Caitlin Clark can't get downhill? I know this might sound petty. I know it might. But I got to say this, and I got to say it very clearly. There are enough people that question the coaching of Stephanie White. There are enough people who have issues with the coaching of Stephanie White, whether it's through her offense that seems to not be the best offense to run for a point guard like Caitlin Clark, or the fact that I don't know, you take the ball out of her hands in situations that don't make sense. You don't run anything really that helps Caitlin Clark get off. And what I mean by get off is you don't have her, like, you're not having enough screens set properly that would get her better looks, more open looks that don't require her shooting the ball from 35 feet out or 30 feet out. Those logo threes that we all think are amazing that still are a low percentage level shot. So I thought that comment was interesting because it was brought to my attention by someone last night on the live. And I appreciate that person doing so because that comment was largely overlooked. I didn't hear anyone speak about that comment. And that's kind of shocking when you think about it because Caitlin Clark can do basically whatever Caitlin Clark wants to do when she's guarded by one person. If you're going to compare the way Caitlin is guarded to the way Kelsey Mitchell is guarded, or even the way Ari McDonald is guarded, they're guarded single coverage. They get the ball off the bounce. They get the ball off the move. They're not typically just catching the ball, standing, and then going. A lot of stuff that they do and is Ari McDonald's a point guard, so she's quick. And Kelsey Mitchell's quick. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I don't think both of those players are actually quicker than Caitlin Clark. They both are quicker than Caitlin Clark. I absolutely agree with that and believe that. But to sit here and say that your best player, the player who broke all kinds of records, the one who set the record for scoring in college, she can't beat someone off the bounce. She can't get downhill. Like, how often do you have Caitlin Clark having to just go downhill? Most of the time when Caitlin Clark is going downhill, she created the downhill movement, the downhill action, because you're not setting anything up for her to go downhill. Whereas a lot of times when Kelsey Mitchell goes downhill, she's coming off of a curl, catches the ball, and goes. She doesn't see the shot, so she goes to the rim, or she pump fakes real fast and then go attacks the basket. She's not standing 30 feet from the rim and trying to dribble through double teams, pick and rolls, traps, all these different things. People hand checking her like crazy. She's not having to deal with that type of attention, So she's not just catching the ball top of the key and moving, looking around, and then going. That's typically how Caitlin Clark goes downhill. She does it on her own. Or maybe she catches a slight slip screen from Aaliyah Boston and she's gone. But acting like your best player, the point guard of your team, can't get downhill or doesn't get downhill, that's crazy to me. That's crazy talk. Seriously crazy talk. And look, I'm not taking anything away from Kelsey Mitchell or Ari McDonald. And I'm not even saying that they don't maybe probably do it better than Caitlin Clark. Not at all saying that, but to imply or to infer that your point guard, who can get just about any shot she wants. I know people don't think that. I know there's a select group of people that don't think that Caitlin Clark can get whatever she wants on the court whenever she wants it. You're crazy. You're crazy. If Caitlin Clark is guarded one-on-one, she can get whatever shot she wants. That's the thing. You're talking about her when she's getting double teams all over the floor, where she's seeing traps on every pick and roll. Like that's what you're talking. That's what you're seeing. You're not seeing her in one-on-one action. Like one-on-one action, please get whatever she wants. She can get whatever shot she chooses to take. Because otherwise she's getting double. Otherwise, the reality is most of the time she's catching double teams. And that's what it is. So when you hear that type of shit, it's just a little bit annoying because I'm shocked that Stephanie White would say that, but I'm not. I'm shocked, but I'm not. Because we all see what's going on when Caitlin Clark is out there. We all see how this offense has adjusted over the last two games. It's a much slower pace. She's really trying to push her offense onto this team. A lot of people don't like the way the offense runs with Stephanie White. And when Clark's out there, they're not pushing tempo enough, in my opinion. When they push tempo, you see what they can do. They can score 100 points, 90 points. And they're not even pushing tempo to the way that I think they should be pushing tempo, which is push tempo, whether you make or you miss, you never stop. I, Look at Aaliyah Boston's offense. Aaliyah Boston's offense without Caitlin Clark is down 33% because this team is not a half court offense team. This team is a run and gun team. And that's how they should play. But without Clark, they're more inclined to, do what Stephanie White wants, which is clearly slowing the ball down a little bit. So, and running this particular offensive set that at times I don't know what it's doing, but hey, the last 2 games they've got the W's, but they didn't score a ton of points. 81 points, 74 points. That's not blowing the door off the building. So, what do y'all think of that comment about Stephanie White? You're probably gonna sit here and say I'm a hater or, or something. I don't know. But what are your thoughts? I'd love to hear what you think. I'm not trying to stir anything up here, honestly, but I think that comment was a bit much. I think that comment was a bit much. It didn't make sense because you're sitting here saying you could have said besides Kelsey and Caitlin, but Caitlin's been out. We had nobody else who can go down, down court, take it downhill besides Kelsey since Caitlin's been out. But now, but when Caitlin's back, then we got 3 of them that can do that. So y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And I hope you all had a blessed and beautiful, happy 4th of July. Hope it was a wonderful day for you. And I will see y'all soon, man. Tomorrow night, we will do a game recap on the game versus the Los Angeles Sparks. So let's go. This is Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way Wins Basketball. Be sure to leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Come on now.